Welcome back to The Deep Dive. Really glad you could join us today.
Great to be here.
Sometimes it's the things we think are simplest, the concepts we use every day that actually have the most surprising layers underneath.
That's a definite true.
And today, we're tackling one of those. Travel. Feels straightforward, right? But, well, we'll see. It covers a huge amount of human experience.
A really vast area.
Our starting point today is some material from excerpts from Travel Simple English Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia.
Okay.
Now, you might hear Simple English Wikipedia and think, maybe not much depth there. But our mission today really is to use these clear, basic ideas as a launch pad.
A jumping off point.
Exactly. To uncover some insights that hopefully make you feel genuinely well-informed about something you probably do, well, pretty much constantly.
Even without thinking about it sometimes.
Right. Okay, let's unpack this then.
Yeah.
Where do we start with travel fundamentally? What does it actually mean?
Well, it's interesting because it's so core to, being human, but the basic definition is very clear. It's just the movement of people between geographical locations.
Movement between locations. Okay.
Or, even simpler, the activity of going from one place to another place, just changing where you are physically.
That sounds almost, deceptively simple.
It kind of is, yeah. Because that core act, going from A to B, well, it takes so many different forms.
Right. So while the definition is simple, the reality branches out. What kinds of categories or types of travel does the material mention?
Exactly. It broadens out fast. So one type is commuting.
Ah, yes. The daily grind for many.
Pretty much. That regular trip, usually daily, work or school, it's like a rhythm of modern life.
Connects you to your job, your community.
Definitely. Then you've got business travel, which, sounds functional, going to other cities for your job.
Meetings, conferences, that sort of thing.
Right. But if you think bigger picture, that underpins so much global trade, exchange of ideas. It's actually huge.
True. And the third one?
A really different scale here. Human migration. This is when lots of people travel, often a long way, with the plan to stay there, to build new lives.
That's a profound kind of travel, not just a trip.
A life-changing movement, yeah.
And, okay, the one probably most people think of first, tourism.
Ah, yes, tourism.
Traveling for fun, essentially.
Taking a vacation, seeing other towns, cities, maybe other countries. It's a massive industry, isn't it?
Huge, but also very personal, that desire to explore or just relax somewhere different.
And the source even mentions where tourists stay.
It does, which is interesting. It lists things like overnight in hotels, hostels, motels, apartments, or bed and breakfast.
The usual suspects.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But it also includes camping.
Right, so from quite basic to more comfortable stays.
Exactly. It shows that range of experiences, all falling under tourism. How adaptable that desire to explore really is.
Okay, here's where I think it gets really interesting. The idea that modes of travel have changed through the centuries. Oh, absolutely. That's a massive part of the story.
It's not just a small detail, is it? It feels fundamental to how societies have changed, how trade works, how we even see the world.
Completely. Our ability to move has reshaped everything.
So what are some of the key modes mentioned?
Well, it covers quite a spectrum. It starts with hiking.
Back to basics, just walking.
Exactly. Humanity's original way of getting around, exploring, sometimes just surviving.
Then things get more organized.
Yeah, you see things like cruise ship vacations and train journeys. That speaks to, technology improving and leisure time growing.
Right, travel becoming an experience in itself, not just getting somewhere.
Precisely. And then there are modes with deep historical roots like pilgrimage.
Travel driven by faith.
Yes, spiritual journeys, and also more, let's say, unconventional methods like hitchhiking.
Thumb out on the side of the road.
Yeah. And then, of course, the ones that dominate today. Driving and flight.
Cars and planes. Hard to imagine life without them now.
It really is. And what's fascinating is thinking about how each new mode didn't just make travel quicker.
It changed more than just speed.
Oh, totally. It transformed communication, trade, politics. Think about flight route. It sort of shrank the planet, didn't it?
Yeah, made international business, diplomacy almost instant
compared to months on a ship just a couple of centuries ago. It's a radical difference.
So it's not just how we travel, but also the people involved. The source touches on this too.
Yeah, it does. It mentions travel writers.
People who make a living describing their journey. Autobiographies, journals.
Exactly. Documenting the experience. And it also mentions guidebooks suggesting places to go.
our companions for navigating the unknown for centuries, really.
From ancient routes to modern city maps, yeah, they guide us.
And speaking of people tied to travel,
The source highlights famous travelers. Specifically, it names Marco Polo and Ibn Battuta.
big names from history.
Huge names. And including them isn't just like a fun fact. It really underscores travel as this engine for cultural exchange, for exploration.
They weren't just tourists.
Not at all. They were, in a way, pioneers, connecting different parts of the world, writing down what they saw, kind of laying the groundwork for our globalized world.
They really show that human impulse to go beyond what's known.
Definitely. And, if we try to connect this to the bigger picture, the source material has that related pages section.
Why, yes.
And one of the pages listed is human migration.
Which brings us back to what you mentioned earlier as a type of travel.
Exactly. It ties it together nicely. It reinforces that travel isn't always a choice for leisure or work. Sometimes it's about these massive movements of people.
Driven by big forces.
Yeah, complex reasons, conflict, searching for better opportunities, environmental pressures maybe, things that compel whole groups to find a new place to live.
It makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All these different kinds of movement. Commuting, tourism, migration, exploration.
It does raise a fundamental question, I think. What is it deep down? What's that human drive that makes us move, makes us leave the familiar?
Whether it's just for the day,
Rah.
forever.
Yeah. What really compels us to go from one place to another place? What does that say about us?
So, stepping back, what does all this mean then? We started with travel as, just moving around. Pretty simple.
It's very simple on the surface.
But this deep dive, even starting from that straightforward source, it shows just how rich and complicated it is.
Absolutely.
It covers everything from, like you said, the daily commute,
Right.
all the way to huge historical migrations, leisure trips. It's a massive spectrum.
It really does show how that initial simple definition just cracks open into this incredibly complex understanding of human movement, our purposes for moving, our drive to explore.
Yeah.
It's a good reminder, I think, that even the most basic concepts can hold so much depth if you just, pause and look a bit closer.
And that leaves me wondering, if something as simple as my daily bus ride or your drive to work connects us to this long, ancient history of human movement, of exploration, what does that actually tell us about that persistence?